Oh, hello, this is Tak Chung from Walk with Tak. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share. You can write me at walkwithtak@gmail.com if you have any questions, comments regarding this video or any of my other videos. I will be able to answer you more thoroughly through email. Please so write me and I will answer you promptly. This is what I saw this morning, a beautiful morning. And this goes with what I want to talk about with my fast cooking system, which stands for flavor chasing, advanced prepping, stir frying, and template-based cooking to cook you beautiful food that you can make yourself every day. And my fast cooking system will give you diversity and food that is interesting. For yesterday's meal, I decided to cook some noodles, which refer to as potato glass noodles. Now this noodles is very interesting. It originated from Korea and it has been a very popular addition to different type of Asian noodles. Noodles is very easy to prepare. You cook them in a wok, which I use. I have a stainless steel wok and which is perfect for making noodles. And it usually comes with 4 bundles. In here I use 2 of them, but normally I will make all 4 bundles and I store them in my advanced prepping, and they last for about 10 days. After you boil them for about 6 minutes, you transfer them to a bowl of cold water. This will keep them from continue to cook. Now I'm going to make this lo mein in a different way. I'm going to first season it with my basic seasoning mix, which you can get it on Amazon, and I have a link below the video. This video will tell you the components that are in this seasoning mix, and you can mix it up yourself if you would like. And then I add some spicy sesame oil, just a touch of it, give both sesame flavor and a touch of spiciness. And for the saltiness of the dish, I'm going to add just a touch of soy sauce, and I also going to add a touch of oyster sauce. This will give the noodles a nice texture as well as flavor, and I think this is probably the best way to make this kind of a lo mein. I would recommend you to give it a try. Now I mix all this up and I set it aside. Next, I'm going to prepare a vegetable stir fry with shrimp to go over it, and this will make the noodle interesting, and also the sauce from the vegetable stir fry dish will give the noodle again another source of flavor. I'm going to start out with some baby broccoli. Now this is where advanced prepping really useful. Both the baby broccoli as well as the purple cabbage I already have in my advanced prepping. I can pick them based on my preference, as well as in this case I just have to use them up. And so I normally do not have these combinations, but with advanced prepping you are free to try many different ways. I started with as little oil as possible, and I add a little bit more oil now, because you will notice that the bottom of the wok has no oil left, because the baby broccoli florets suck up oil really well. This is a strategy that I use, is to try to use as little oil as I possibly can. So I started with very little oil and I add more as I see I have the need. As I stir fry it, you notice that when you don't have much oil, what happens is that the ingredients might get burned. So I decided I will add a little bit more oil, and in this case I add the shrimp right next over, actually in the middle of the wok, and I start to stir fry the shrimp together with the baby broccoli as well as the purple cabbage. Now this is an example of sequential cooking. I add the shrimp at a later stage because by the time when I have all the ingredients, which is the baby broccoli and the purple cabbage, cooked to the texture I want, the shrimp will be cooked to the texture as well. If I add the shrimp right in the beginning, by the time when I have all this cooked, the shrimp will be overcooked. And this way, the shrimp will achieve the exact texture that I would like. Now, again, because of advanced prepping, I have some portobello mushroom right in my advanced prepping. I decided to add some portobello mushroom. I add a little bit more oil because mushroom are known to absorb oil. You can see that I am kind of treading the balance between oil enough to make sure that I'm able to prevent the food from burning, and also to coat the food ingredients with oil so they can reach the Maillard temperature reaction range. So now I'm almost 70% done. I'm ready to season it. I'm going to season it with some basic seasoning mix. I'm going to season this dish very lightly because the vegetable ingredients already have great flavor. I'm going to put about 1 tablespoon of oyster sauce, and this is followed by about half tablespoon of hoisin sauce. Very light seasoning. Now, as you can see here, the advantage of using a squeeze bottle to store your sauce, because you can dispense the sauce more readily and with much greater control than if you try to pour it out from the bottle. Now, for this dish, I'm also going to add a little bit of this Shaoxing cooking wine. This Shaoxing cooking wine is a very traditional cooking wine used in China. This actually, sometimes they call it yellow wine because that's what its color is. It is a wine with a slight sweetness to it. Okay, now the last step is to put in some cherry tomatoes. The cherry tomatoes, I slice them in half. I put them way at the end because I want to only cook them very lightly. And this is a way to help me to control the texture of all the ingredients as the way I want it. After a taste test, I decided that I like the dish a little bit sweeter, so I add some additional hoisin sauce. Now, something I want you to share with you is the beauty of advanced prepping. Not only you can create a dish based on your flavor preference, based on the nutritional quality, based on availability, but you can also create a dish that is very pleasing to the eye, that is colorful, because I intentionally use some of these ingredients so that I can create this color presentations. CDC once give advice to people who cook, and is that of the nutritional guidance: eat the color of the rainbow, because the color in vegetable are frequently represented in their nutritional quality. Many of the pigments that cause color in vegetables are frequently known as phytochemicals. They are rich in nutritional value. I'm going to lay this dish over the noodles. So instead of mixing it together, I just lay it over there. And first of all, it makes it simpler. I don't have to mix everything together. It's a simple step. But furthermore, it also gives it a nice presentation as well. Now, this dish is very simple, easy to cook, as long as you have the advanced prepping already. If not, it will take time, because just cutting all these ingredients will take you quite a bit of time. Again, home cooking allows you to create exactly the way how you like it. And for this dish, my wife asked for some sunny side fried eggs. And I put them over the dish. I put some scallions that I have in the advanced prepping. And then I just add a touch of soy sauce. So this is what we ate last night. And this is how I find home cooking to be easy, simple, creative, and a lot of fun. Give it a try. You don't have to cook it exactly the way how I did. You can make modifications, make adjustments depending on what you have, what you like. So I post a video each day. The goal is that to show you it is possible to cook every single day, and it is possible to cook with creativity, spontaneity, and intuition. You don't have to labor over it, and still come up with some beautiful dishes that you can truly enjoy. So if you'd like to learn more about my fast cooking system, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. So keep on cooking. I will see you tomorrow.